there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hey guys, welcome back once again to Niagara Fire Corals. Make sure you stick around. Today we're doing an update on the 270.
Go, 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 yo, go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Okay guys, we're going to be going over some new pieces that I've added to the tank today. We are also going to go over some of the good stuff that's been happening and talk a little bit about that, as well as some of the bad. We will have a look at everything that's gone on. It's been 2 months since the last update, and I'm going to do my best to put up some comparison shots when I show you some of the coral in the tank. I'm going to take some shots from the previous video, which would have been update number 7, and I will compare it to what you're seeing today so you guys can see what kind of growth has happened over 2 months, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk a little bit about is, as most of you know, especially people that have been following me for quite some time, I went bare bottom on this tank shortly after the crash, and although I like the bare bottom, I just feel the tank is missing something without it. And I am having issues with things such as these plates, these plate corals, other corals that are sitting on plates. They're constantly being moved around, whether it be by flow or snails, fish, and it's cost me a couple of corals. As you can see there, I have the yellow submarine and the Favia the Gods. Now, they are supposed to be further out here in the front, but somehow they just keep ending up back there, and this huge avatar here has stung them a few times. As you can see, that avatar has completely destroyed the top of this spicy lemon here, and this spicy lemon is growing out all over the glass on the bottom. These are some of the things I want to try and avoid from happening anymore, so I am going to be putting sand back in this system. Now, I probably won't be putting sand back into the back of the system. However, I am going to be adding sand at the very minimum down both sides and across the front. So you will see a video coming out about that, and I will show you guys how I do it. And that's the first thing that I will be changing, and I will keep you guys up to date on that. Secondly, as you can see, if you look around the tank, the Aptasia issue is still ongoing. Sorry, I'm just going to move the camera here. You can see lots of Aptasia still around. I did lose my nudibranchs that I was breeding for this system when I set up my 150 frag system. I had to move a lot of tanks around, and unfortunately I lost my eggs, and I lost the nudibranchs. So, however, I have replaced them. I do have more now, and they have been laying coils of eggs, so we will get them going again, and hopefully we will start to get some control over this Aptasia issue. I do not want to use kelp paste anymore. I think that was a little harsh on my acros when the flow turned back on, and I don't want to do that. I want to try and do it naturally. So for now, there may still be some nudibranchs in the tank. I have put about 10 in there, so the Aptasia doesn't seem to be getting worse, but it doesn't seem to be getting any better either. So Stay tuned on that. Hopefully we will start making a dent in that issue in the very near future. So here's a piece I'm going to do a side-by-side of from 2 months ago till now. This is the purple stylo that I have, and you can see that it has substantially taken off in growth, and it's doing very, very well. All the corals have been growing very well. There's the birthday cake. And I will say that I know it's only been a month or so since I started doing the Kalkwasser, which is the Chris Meckley method that I've been doing. And the polyp extension I'm getting now is a lot better already than what I was getting. And it's hard to say, but I can almost say that I can see an accelerated growth starting already. Some of these corals in here have just started really taking off. And, you know, here's another one that I can show you a comparison of. Like, look at this. This is the creamsicle. I'm going to do a side-by-side and I'll show you again. You know, 2 months ago what it looked like compared to now. The growth is just crazy what I've gotten. Same with the in behind it. The Hawkins, it has really exploded with growth. Down here, the Tropicana, really taken off. Lots and lots of growth happening on a lot of these pieces. I'm very happy that we're seeing such great growth, and the color is spot on, looks great. So on to some of the new pieces we've added since the last video. I added this piece here. Unfortunately, the name is slipping my mind at this moment. I cannot remember what it is. However, it's a beautiful piece. We've added this classic. This is a classic here. That is a pink Cadillac. Got beautiful polyp extension on that. It's doing fantastic. This is a piece that for the longest time did nothing, was not happy, and all of a sudden, the last month or so, it has started to blow up. I'm seeing new shoots coming out on it, polyp extension. None of that I've been seeing for several months. That is the Reef Raft Watermelon Sugar High. Another new piece. Right here is Marvin the Martian. Take you guys around the side here. Pink Matrix. Look at that. All of a sudden that's blown up. Look at the new growth everywhere on this piece. Awesome polyp extension. But in behind it there, see if I can get it to focus. That piece back there, that's a new piece. It's a replacement to one I lost during the crash, but that is the Strawberry Shortcake. This piece here is my Lemon Demon. It sat and had done nothing for quite some time, and now I'm starting to see new growth tips starting out on that. So everything seems to be doing really well. There's a Millie back here. See if I can, there it is. It's a beautiful Millie, same thing. It was sitting doing pretty well nothing for quite some time, and now look at it has just absolutely exploded with growth. And this green Slimer is just becoming pretty massive pretty quick. That piece is really taken off. Got the TSA Princess Peach there. There's another replacement piece. That is the cherry pop. I lost that during the crash. I've now got a replacement in there. It's looking really good. This is another one of those pieces that I got just recently. One of the orders I received from Fragbox Corals, and you can see there it's already encrusted pretty well the whole 3-inch disc. So the growth is there, everything's happening. Take you around the end here. Another new piece is this one here. This lens really doesn't do it any justice and fish are all in the way. However, that is the Maleficent and it is doing quite well. Here's the Holy Grail. Sat doing pretty well, nothing for the longest time, and now you can see all kinds of new shoots coming up on it. Back there we got a Miyagi Tort. Right there, that's another new piece. Piece right there, Reef Raft Wonderland. Another one that's pretty well done nothing for quite some time and has now started to finally grow. So guys, I don't know that I can attribute all this new growth to the Chris Meckley method. However, I can tell you this, that the corals are doing fantastic and the growth is really starting to take off. I'm very excited about it. So we're gonna put in new sand. We've covered some new corals. You know why I'm gonna do the sand. I did remove off the back wall, if you remember, or if you look back, go check out update number 7 on the 270. You'll remember on the back wall, both on this side and the far side over there, I had a couple of those mag rocks. I've since removed them because I want to allow the pieces in the back. Most of them are plating. I wanted to allow them to be able to grow back towards the back rather than those mag rocks being in their way. So for the flow in the 270, I have added another MP40. So for flow on the right side of my tank, I have the 2 MP40s there. I have a single MP40 on the left side, but also on the left side, that is a Jabeo RW20, so it's the biggest one that they have. That's an absolute massive power head. And then I also have an RW8 blasting along the back, keeping everything nice and clean back there. So huge amount of flow in the tank, 3 MP40s, the RW20 and the RW8. And lighting, as most of you already know, we are lighting the tank with Radion G6s. You can see them down the middle there. And we are lighting the tank with 3 XR30 blues and 2 XR15 blues. Hey guys, so we're back in the sump room. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I did not get a chance to clean the glass on the frag system, but this is the frag system that is part of the 270 gallon system, and it is doing fantastic. MP10s in there, a couple of them, and I have since lowered the racks on this tank a little bit because I felt that the corals were getting blasted too hard by the power heads, so I lowered them so it kind of drifts over top of them, and seems to be giving them much better flow now. So on to some of the bad. As everybody knows, I run a lot of Orphic lights as well as the Radions, and I've now been running them for less than 2 years. You can see here, there's the Orphic bar. And I am now running on this tank the Orphic bars front and back, which are the Blue Plus, and then I also run 2 T5 Blue Plus bulbs. However, I normally have an Orphic bar in between those 2 T5s, and as you can see, it's not there. And the reason it's not there is the bar stopped working. Less than 2 years old. As a matter of fact, it's only approximately 15 months old. Unfortunately for me, the bar was out of warranty, so I couldn't get a replacement. However, Orphic, I contacted them, told them what happened, gave them the details that they asked for, and they have sent me for very low cost to me, $20 I believe I paid, a brand new PCB board for inside of the light. Now I was able to test it because I have so many Orphic bars. I do know that it was light bar itself and not the driver. So they have sent me a new PCB board for me to replace it. So again, that will be another video I'll put up for you guys. I'll show you how to do that. And we will replace that board as soon as that arrives to me. And we'll get that bar back in there and up and going. As for the sump area, guys, nothing here has really changed at all. I'm still running the coral box skimmer, which is how I use my CO2 absorbent and how I inject my ozone. That is the ozone generator that I currently use. You can see on top of it 616. That is the current CO2 level down here while I'm here. I am still heating the tank. As you can see there, I am still heating my tank completely and 100% by hot water, and I do not use electric heaters. Of course, we still have Old Faithful, the big Reef Octopus 5000. I've had zero issues with that skimmer. I've had it for many years and it is rock solid. Still doing our Triton testing. The Red Sea Reef mat, as you can see, that's the 1200 unit. It's still running very strong, zero issues. Still have this here is fresh salt water. That is for the automatic water changes. I'm still doing 2 gallons every single day. Seems to be working. And you can see right now that my Versa is off. That Versa feeds from this drum here, which is a 20-gallon brute can filled with Kalkwasser. The only reason that Versa is off right now is because my pH is currently sitting above 8.28. So just kind of touch on this. I put a video out approximately a week or 2 ago. I'm now pegged. My pH always sits 8.28 to 8.32. That's kind of my swing for the entire day, and it is holding strong there. And my alkalinity has now gotten up to, I believe today it was at 9.8. So over the course of approximately a month, I went from around 7.8 to 9.8 is kind of the alkalinity spike, as people call it. I don't really call it a spike because it happens so slowly, but I've gone up 2 points over the course of a month, and it's had zero effect on my tank or my corals. And I'm very happy right now with the results I'm seeing from it. This is the Chris Meckley method. If you haven't seen the videos yet, I have a couple of them out. They came out recently. Just go back and have a look at those, and you'll see exactly how I'm doing it. that's pretty well it, guys. There's not much more for me to update for you this time. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying my content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button below. It really does help me with growing this channel, and the algorithm really appreciates it. For now, that's it, guys. I will keep you up to date with those couple of changes that are coming, the Orphic bar and putting sand back into this system. And until the next time, make sure you take care and happy reefing.